I don't know why you guys are saying that I'm late. I didn't even say that I was going live tonight. I'm actually going to put out on X. Just give me a sec. Some big news tonight that I want to discuss regarding one of my favorite companies, Meta. In case everybody didn't see, they announced a $27 billion data center. So just give me a sec. It's been nonstop today. Did the regular work until about 6. Talked with Sam for a little bit, wrote an article, and now going live. The fun does not stop at all. Give me a sec. Let me just share this to X, and then I want to bring up the thing about Meta, and then I'm going to update something because you know what? Matt made a good point about how I represented that data, so we're going to change it live. So let's go to Meta's website. I still can't believe it. And remember, I've been saying for the past several weeks, everybody is going to have to come over the top and everybody is going to have to announce very big deals because of what OpenAI did. I've been saying it. I'm not backing down from that. I think we're going to get more news releases like this. I really do. So Zuckerberg teased this at the White House, and there was rumors that they were close to getting the deal done. And today, I should probably add this to the stage. Meta announced joint venture with funds manager Blue Owl Capital, which I actually am invested in their BDC, which is Blue Owl Capital Corporation. I believe the ticker is OBDC. So I think this came out sometime this afternoon. I'm not sure. I actually saw this about 3 hours ago. I think I saw it around 5. No, I'm sorry, like 6:15 when Sam and I were talking, I saw it. So this is actually pretty crazy. So funds managed by Blue Owl Capital will own an 80% interest in the joint venture, while Meta will retain the remaining 20% ownership. The parties have committed to fund their respective pro rata share of their approximately $27 billion in total development costs for the buildings and long-lived power, cooling, connectivity infrastructure at the campus. I mean, $27 billion data center. We thought that Microsoft announced something pretty huge when they said, on top of the $4 billion data center, that they were going to do, I think it was $5.3 billion at Wisconsin. I mean, this is crazy. $27 billion. And we haven't even gotten to the earnings call yet. So if we know anything about Zuckerberg, he always announces something on the earnings call. We know that he said that he would rather lose a couple $100 billion than not participate and lose out. So I didn't expect this. I mean, I expected something. I did not expect this. So, look, I'm excited. I think that this is big things. I think this just shows everybody where capital is going, where it's going to continue to go. And I think that there's more areas than just chips that are going to benefit. I've been saying that energy is going to catch a bid at some point, not the SMRs of the world, but probably energy infrastructure. I really like them. So we're going to see. I am so excited for Q3 earnings from the hyperscalers. I can't even begin to explain that I do think this is going to be the most important quarter we've had in a long time. I think this is going to set the tone for a lot of different things. And we're going to build something out here. So I had said to Matt that I was going to redo the chart because he made a very good point. So we're going to redo it live. And we're going to make it, we'll make it legible later. So let me share the screen. Still getting used to all the controls. Bear with me, everybody. Luckily, I didn't hit the red button that would have ended the stream. That would have been embarrassing. So hang on, hang on. Now let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's pretty freaking small. I know. Hold on. All right. So these are trailing 12-month numbers. We are going to add in how they're utilizing their free cash flow. So we want to see their buybacks over the TTM and dividends paid. All right, so Microsoft did, where is it on the cash flow statement? Oh, I should be looking at cash flow statement, looking at freaking balance sheet. All right, so they paid 24, just over 24 billion in dividends. That crazy amount. And buybacks, they bought back almost 20 billion worth of shares. Let's do ROC for return of capital. And let's see what the remaining free cash flow is. I will make it easier to read. Just give me a sec. Let me look at StreamYard, see where we're at. Okay, so we need to, let's make sure everything is the same. Let's hide this. We don't need market cap for right now, so we can hide that also. I mean, that's pretty interesting that Microsoft still has, after their buybacks and dividends over the trailing 12 months, they still have almost 30 billion in remaining free cash flow. Very interesting. All right, so do we want any other percentages on this? Yeah, let's see how much free cash flow remaining. Our free cash flow paid. Why is that capital? Free cash flow remaining. Okay, good. So that actually fits. All right, good, good, good. You guys, again, a quick glimpse of how I build these sheets out. So for the everybody in the Milk Gang, I'm actually going to make a post and put the link to this, and I'll put some other stuff in there too. So you guys can all have this if you're interested. Some people found it valuable last time I did that, so I'll make it a point to continue to do that. So I'm just going to build out the rest of these, and then I'll give you my raw thoughts. So just give me like a minute, and just I'm going to ramble while I do this. So wow. It always amazes me when companies can spend $60 billion in 12 months buying back shares. It's freaking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Can I tell you, I use Excel all day for work, I actually like Google Sheets. I really do. Now, this is why Matt's right. So, Matt, text me if you're available to come on. You're right. We're going to need to put in their cash at some point and show that even though they are dipping into the balance sheet, I should definitely show that. So, thank you for pointing this out, Matt. I really do appreciate it. And if you're not following Matt, Amit, Chris, Tanner, all the guys, please follow them. They put out some great stuff. Now, Amazon is not doing either. They're not repurchasing stock and they are not buying back shares. I'm sorry, buying back shares are paying a dividend. Meta is, though. Meta certainly is. Man, Zuckerberg is getting the majority of the dividends. It's crazy. Definitely not 51 billion. Extra zero by accident. Be nice if I put those on the right one, right? I know, guys. I know. I screwed up. Screwed up again. A little embarrassing. Interesting. So even Meta is pulling from the balance sheet. All right. So let's look at this. So Microsoft has just over 40% of their free cash flow remaining. Amazon has 100%, but it's not, I mean, I shouldn't say it's not much. It's over $13 billion, but it's a decent amount. Meta and Alphabet are both dipping into their balance sheet. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I don't think the party's stopping with the CapEx build out. I think Alphabet's going to have to announce something. I think Amazon's going to have to announce something. I mean, $27 billion data center. Now, the question is, what's this going to do to the cash from operations over time? So I have Meta up right now. I mean, this is wild. So check this out. If I did it change on? Oh, it did change on StreamYard. Nice. Check this out. So this is Meta. It's 36. So from 2019 to the trailing 12, their cash from ops has significantly increased. I mean, what happens? What happens when all these data centers come online and they're able to really upcharge for different AI offerings on Instagram advertising and Facebook advertising to the small businesses and entrepreneurs and even big businesses that do business with them? I mean, you got to think that they're going to be able to really drive efficiency, upcharge. It's the same thing I said about Amazon. And Sam and I were talking about this a little bit. I've said it in the past, but Amazon came out with a report that they're going to be able to replace 600,000 jobs over the next, I think, I should bring it up. J. Cal said something about it today, actually, and I saw the article yesterday. So I just don't know where the article is, but I'll pull up J. Cal's X. Let's see. Okay, Amazon is going to replace 600,000 jobs, according to New York Times. Does it say when, though? For some reason, I thought it said 2030. I'm not seeing the date, but sometime in the future through robotics and AI. I mean, they stand to generate a ton of efficiency through that. And it goes back to what I said about them potentially getting a 20% operating margin when they are a trillion revenue company, which would put them at a $200 billion operating income. I mean, that's huge. I mean, I think that I'm actually very interested in starting to buy Amazon again here for the long haul because I do think that they're going to be able to get to 20%. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I mean, this is Q3 earnings next week. Not even sure who's reporting. I haven't looked at the chart yet. I do think it's Meta, Microsoft, and Alphabet because normally Amazon and Apple report after. So I should look, but this is, yeah, I mean, look, Sanders is right about tax the robots at some point. I mean, I've been saying this for a long time. Andrew Yang was saying this in 2016 that we're going to need to figure something out because efficiency is going to potentially do a lot of replacement. I mean, look, I am all for technological advances, but we have to make sure that society is solvent with jobs and we have to make sure that people can make a living. Now, however that form is, who knows what's going to happen, but I wish more politicians were talking about this and really trying to figure something out because technology only advances. And if there's anything we've learned from the 80s to the 90s to the 2000s is the rate at which technology expands only intensifies. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Dougie Dallas. Don't start tax the robots. I mean, we're not going to tax your room, but don't worry about it. But I don't know. Maybe not tax the robots, but I will say that they're going to have to figure something out because over the next 10 years, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But I'll tell you, the companies that are really going to benefit, Amazon is going to be one of the companies that truly benefits from this. Especially when they have little droids delivering packages. I mean, you got to think that that's coming at some point, right? No cookies tonight. Cookie night is Saturday night. I can't do cookies every night. I mean, I could, I used to, but I can't do it. Can't do it. Let's see. Yeah, Amazon robotic equals human. Look, Amazon's been at the forefront of this. Same with Tesla, but I think Amazon is going to be first to market for a fully robotic warehouse because, I mean, look, Tesla is manufacturing. They don't have warehouses per se that the way that Amazon does. So Amazon has, look at these numbers. So I'm going to share Amazon's, let's see how small this is. That's not too bad. I mean, all right, everybody can see TTM. Okay. So forget cost of revenue. Okay. Just Amazon's general administrative expenses are $160 billion. And when you add R&D in there, $256 billion in a year. It's been over $200 billion since 2022. And just their general administrative expenses has been over $100 billion since 2021. And it's only grown. Imagine if they get just the selling, general, and administrative expenses down to 100 billion again, they shave 60 billion right there. That just drops to the bottom line. Sure, some of it will be tax, profit, et cetera, but that legitimately drops to the bottom line. And none of the Mag 7 have that much potential for increasing the margins on their operating expenses the way that Amazon does. And it's just such an exciting name for me because they have. Oh, my screen's going to update. Nice. I must have shared it the right way. I mean, look at this. You have 10 analysts saying that in 2029 they're going to be $1 trillion revenue company. If they do get to 20% margin, that's 200 billion operating income. Significantly more than what they're doing now. I mean, what are they doing now in operating? 76 billion. I mean, this could, and it's one of the smallest market caps. Shouldn't say 2.3 billion is small, but what is that? The fifth largest? So I don't know. I like Amazon here. I've always liked Amazon. I got annoyed at Amazon for a very small fraction of time, but they turned it around very quickly. And I mean, how long have I been bullish on Amazon? Let's see. So I only went neutral for a couple of months. I mean, well, maybe a 6-month period there, but since 2019, I've been bullish Amazon on Seeking Alpha. So I haven't really swayed that much. So I'm more bullish now than I was. I can tell you that. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. I agree that the use case is good. Sour milk? Come on. How is that sour milk? Dead money till the robots roll? I don't know about that. Owl up 4% and 5.5%. No. Owl doesn't pay a 5.5% dividend, do they? They do. Holy cow. Why don't I own this? I own the BDC, OBDC, Blue Owl Capital Corporation. That yields 12.5%. But why don't I own Owl directly? Huh. We may have found the next company that I add to the dividend harvesting portfolio on Seeking Alpha. Blue Owl may be going in there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. Mag 7 is going to win in the AI era. I've been saying it. Mag 7 is going to keep getting bigger. The big are going to keep getting bigger. It's almost inevitable at this point. Nobody has been able to explain to me how smaller companies are going to compete with companies that generate $100 billion in profit a year, have $100 billion in cash, and have balance sheets that are bigger than the next 20 companies. I mean, it's just, they're so big and they're so powerful, and they can take a blank check approach to anything they want to do. I feel good about them. I do think there'll be a little bit of a broad market rally, but you know what? I heard Oklo was down today, down 12%. And the S&P did not get impacted. Exactly what I said could happen. If those companies get smacked, won't matter for the S&P, they're not in it. We'll see. I mean, it looks like it's stabilizing, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, Blue Owl is a private equity, private credit firm. They have a business development corporation arm, Blue Owl Capital Corporation. And I mean, it's a really good company. Think of it, they're very similar to KKR or Ares Capital. Oh, I'm glad that you liked yesterday's show with Chris. Appreciate it. We've actually been talking about doing something for the longest time, so glad that you liked it. We're going to try to do it every week, so we'll see. I'll tell you, I like Nvidia end of year. I think everybody knows. So, look, everything I'm saying, take with a grain of salt. These are the ramblings of somebody who's a stock market nerd. I'm not an investment professional. I do have a position in Amazon. I have a position in Meta, Apple, Nvidia, and indirectly Tesla, and I think indirectly Microsoft. I'd have to say. And I have Alphabet. I actually think I own all 7 directly at this point. Look, I think Nvidia is going to blow the doors off of Q3. We will see what happens. The Taiwan semi earnings were very favorable to Nvidia. And I think we're in a situation when you look at the reports from OpenAI, where they contracted 26 gigawatts of chips from Broadcom, Nvidia, and AMD. And you see what Meta just did. I mean, that's not 27 billion going to chips, but a couple billions going to chips, right? So I don't know. I don't see the spending slowing down. And I think directly Nvidia is going to go up. I mean, Nvidia is going to do very well. And I think indirectly, you're going to have Taiwan Semi, you're going to have the energy companies, and you're going to have stuff like Caterpillar do well. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that everybody's finding value in this. I truly do appreciate it. Look, end of year target on Amazon is difficult because if you think about what happened at the end of Q2, shares sold off because they didn't like the operating numbers from AWS. I will bring up, hold on, let me bring up my article because I have all the charts in there that'll paint the picture. So give me a sec. Now keep in mind, before I bring up the article, I want to show you the actual chart. So hold on, let me share. Share. I need to share the window because that'll make it easier. All right. So I wrote the article right after earnings, right after the drop, saying that the drop was unwarranted. All right. The actual name of the article was "The Dip Doesn't Matter as It's a Huge Opportunity." Amazon's up a little bit since then. It's trailing the S&P, but the big thing to realize, and this is why it got taken down, because the operating income from AWS did not do what everybody wanted to do. They missed the mark. Otherwise, it was a fantastic quarter. Operating margin was still above 11%. I want to see this higher. I think we're going to get higher in the future, but they have been consistently over 10% for the past 6 quarters. And it was a significant jump from Q4 23 to Q1 2024. And for those of you wondering why I'm looking at the side, I have a 49-inch curve monitor that I use. So I'm looking at things all over the screen. Now, I do think that if we get a solid quarter that doesn't spook the market, the same type of downtrend that we saw, I think we could see the same move up. I mean, if we just look at the 1-year chart, Amazon was at 242. I think it was February. We get a good quarter and we get a Santa Claus rally. I would not be surprised if Amazon exceeds 240, but at the same time, if they miss, this goes under 200. So we'll see. Let me stop sharing that. And I do think that there's the biggest opportunity there with operating margin. I mean, they have the lowest operating margin in the group. Oh, thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, look, there's no law that says you have to buy 100 shares. I mean, look, I do not, I will tell you right now, I never buy a full position off the bat. I've learned my lesson from the past. I buy in increments. I mean, look at BMNR. Look at BMNR. I'm still buying. I don't have a fully built out position. I have bought, I mean, I'd have to look, but I have probably bought BMNR 6 or 8 times right now, and I'll probably buy it more. I mean, I do think it's going to do well. I do think that Ethereum is going to do well. I am planning on another buy of Ethereum next month, and I'm not a short-term investor. What I am buying for the long haul, and I'm looking 2 to 5 years out, in some cases 10 years out. So it's going to be interesting to say. But I think we could have a Santa Claus rally, especially like the Fed is likely going to continue to cut. If they continue to cut and earnings season is good, I think that's a catalyst that moves into the end of the year. And if we get some trade deals done or the talks subside and we get some news before November 1st or on November 1st about, all we need is news that China-US talks are continuing. Everything is getting pushed out to 2026 before any decisions are made. So that's all I'm looking for at this point. That's all I want to say. That is all I want to say. Let's see. What did Salesforce do today? I know it was up at one point. Ooh, Salesforce is up 3.5% after yesterday's ordeal also. I got to tell you, people think I'm crazy. I really like Salesforce. I really do. After going through that deck, I made the post. I put the post on X before the jump happened. And this isn't even a jump. I mean, this stock was at 369 at the beginning of the year. It's at 263. It's off the lows. I still can't believe that they were down to 226. This thing is a value stock, in my opinion. And I've been bullish on it for a while. Technically, I've been wrong, but I do think that Salesforce is going to be a good name next year. I really do. I think that people have to remember, and look, keep in mind, I'm a Palantir shareholder, right? I'm a day one. So before I make these remarks, I'm going to bring this up. So hold on. Because there's probably people watching that don't know my history with Palantir. So now remember, Palantir went public at the end of 2020, okay? I've been writing about Palantir since the beginning of 2021. I've been bullish since the beginning of 2021. I went neutral when Karp had the fit, when he slammed his hands on the table during Q2 earnings. And then I went back to being very bullish again. And I've recently went neutral, which obviously I have not been correct on neutral because I thought the valuation was really starting to get out of hand. But I have been a long-term bull, and I'm not bearish on Palantir, the business. I'm not neutral on Palantir, the business. I'm very bullish on Palantir, the business. I'm neutral on it right now because I think the valuation is pulling too much growth forward. Now, I think a lot of people look at a Palantir and they're like, they're going to crush everybody in software. Well, I think there's a reason they haven't made and keep in mind, they make an ERP, but they make an ERP for manufacturing. I don't think that they're going to make an ERP for HR and finance. I don't think they're going to compete in that space. I think Oracle, SAP, and Workday have that locked down in Microsoft Dynamics. And I don't think that they're going to compete in the CRM world. I think that they've picked their silo, they're crushing it, and they're going to continue to crush it in that silo. I don't think that they're going to move into those verticals. And I think that's why Benioff is saying that they're going to cater at 10% through 2030. And when I see that at the amount of revenue that Salesforce does, and I look at their free cash flow, I look at them buying back stock, I look at their growing dividend that they just implemented, there's nothing for me not to like from a value opportunity with Salesforce. So let me bring this up. Hold on. Too many windows, guys. Too many windows. I know. So if I look at where these companies are trading on a price to free cash flow, Adobe and Salesforce are so, I can make that a little bigger for everybody. I mean, Adobe and Salesforce are so interesting to me. I mean, look at this. Salesforce is doing 12.5 billion in free cash flow over the TTM. It's trading at 20 times free cash flow, and every dollar of revenue that they generate, they have a 31.5% free cash flow margin. I mean, that's pretty freaking interesting. And the fact that they're going to go from right now 39.5 billion to 60 billion in revenue over the next 4.5 years, pretty bullish if they can keep these margins up, in my opinion. I mean, it's just, I'm not, and look, keep in mind, some of these numbers are skewed because Meta, Alphabet, Microsoft, and Amazon are spending so much money on CapEx that it's impacting the free cash flow. But nonetheless, people are paying 30, 40, 50 times free cash flow like it's nothing when they're investing in these companies. So, I mean, oh, look at this. Look who's here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean? You didn't tell me that you were going out, Amit. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you went on your yacht. I still think when I saw the X post that he made, I actually thought he bought a boat. I had no idea he was on a ferry. Like I actually thought that he bought a boat. Oh, you didn't go on a date? What the hell? But look, I think Salesforce is going to do well. I went through the deck. I'm going to put out an article soon. I'm going to do a deep dive on them. They're very interesting to me. I also think, and look, even though I have been saying that I think Palantir's valuation is rich, I'm going to say this. I put it in my last Palantir article. You can see it and look, Palantir, keep in mind what I'm about to say. They're trading at 250 times free cash flow, but I mean, their freaking free cash flow margin is freaking crazy. I mean, AppLovins is crazy too. I mean, I'm shocked that AppLovin has a freaking, that can't be right. Something's wrong. Hold on. What's wrong? It's not wrong. AppLovin doesn't, I need to look more at AppLovin. I haven't really looked into them. But the fact that Palantir has a 50% free cash flow margin, they may not be as expensive as I thought they were. And look at what I named the headline for my last article with them. I put in the headline that I'm projecting they're going to do 50% in Q3 and 42% in Q4 year-over-year growth to finish out 2025. And I said maybe the valuation isn't crazy, okay? And that's based off of looking at where Palantir's revenue came in last year in each quarter, what the projection was for, because they didn't give, I don't believe they gave the range for Q3. I believe they gave the range for the full year, and I just netted everything out. Look, they may come in at 51, 52% year over year in Q3. And if they do that, and if they do 42% or so in Q4, and then if they guide for 2026 to be, I mean, look, if they guide for 2026 to be 40% year over year growth, and then if they can sustain 30% year over year growth, maybe this doesn't go parabolic from here, even though, I mean, I still think that this is a little crazy paying 400 billion market cap for something that's doing less than 1.5 billion free cash flow. But this is something that could trade sideways and doesn't have to retrace to under 100 if they can keep up these growth rates with these margins and really generate a lot of free cash flow and start buying back stock. So we'll see. I don't know. I mean, I think Palantir is a great company. I'll always be a shareholder because I love the company. I love the mission. I love what they stand for. But right now, I'm really liking Salesforce. I started adding to Salesforce a while ago. I'm planning on adding to it into earnings. And I don't think I'm late on Salesforce. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this earnings season is going to be very interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, look, a lot of people do not like Salesforce. A lot of people have opinions because they've used it and they dislike the software. I've never used it, but I've gone through some pretty big implementations. And I got to tell you, it's not easy moving away from products that your company is embedded with. And when I look at all the companies that use Salesforce, I mean, look, I'm going to go on the idea that Salesforce keeps increasing their revenue. So they got to be doing something right. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm not going to discuss CoreWeave and Nebius. I put the video out with Sam and myself. I think that Sam did a really good job of explaining to me the bullish side for those companies. It's a good interview. I suggest you guys follow Sam and watch the interview. I'm going to be putting something out at some point on them. All I'm going to say is I'm getting more interested in both Nebius and CoreWeave. I want to see, but I did say I want to see what happened on Q3 earnings. I'm not buying yet. Oh, let's see. I was trying to get my chef buddy on tonight. I thought we had said we were going to do it tonight. I didn't text him until a little while ago, and he has other engagements tonight, so I don't think he's going to come on. But we're going to get him on soon. I was actually watching some pizza reviews today, and man, I should start doing pizza reviews. I really need to. I really need to start doing pizza reviews. Medium rare steak. No, I got medium. I mean, look, my new thing is I told every steakhouse has a different. It doesn't matter what the technical heats temperatures are of a steak or what the true definition is. Every steakhouse cooks them differently. My new thing is when a waiter comes and asks me how I want it cooked, I am going to say I want it a fiery pink middle. That's what I'm going to tell them. I don't want your definition. I want it fiery pink. That's how I want it cooked. When I bite into it, I want it to explode in my mouth. That's it. And it was freaking delicious. I forgot how good Uncle Jack's is. I need to start going there. more frequently. It is, I get annoyed at this. I clicked on something the other day about the top steakhouses in New York. I'm like, I've been to these steakhouses. Everybody's leaving off the steakhouses that are better. And the fact that everybody keeps putting Luger's on number one is crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. I get annoyed with it. I just feel like Peter Luger is the de facto thing. And if you don't say Luger's, people question it. It's overrated. Like, it is overrated. Oh, no. We're not going to, do not start asking me about condiments for steaks. There's no condiments for steaks. I don't even want them putting Bernese sauce on it. I don't want any of it. Cook it with salt and pepper. That's all I want. Now, I will say, if I'm going to a Japanese restaurant, I'm all about the teriyaki steak. I love it. But I'm not, at a steakhouse, I'm not looking for condiments. Salt and pepper, that's it. That's all you need. That is all you need. And look, if I'm getting a steak sandwich, I want peppers and onions. I want teriyaki, peppers and onions if I'm having a steak sandwich. There is one place that I go to that makes a steak sandwich that is to die for. Oh, it is so good. I freaking love it. Oh. Oh, if you're coming to New York, listen. Here's what you want a picture with fiery pink is. All right. I will go through my phone and I'll show you what I have cooked. I'm not prepared. I should have a folder on my computer of what I cook. You'll see what I mean. But if you're coming to New York and you want some really good meals, all right? If you want Italian, and look, everybody's going to have a different opinion. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not saying that other people are right or wrong. I'm just saying this is what I like, and from my experience, how I rank things. And there are places I have not gone to that I'm sure are very good and probably better than what I'm saying. But if you're going to come to New York and you want Italian food, try to go to Carbone when they open. Probably not going to get in. And we're just going to stick to Manhattan. I'm not going to send you out to Brooklyn or up to the Bronx. I'm not sending you off of Manhattan because it's just going to get crazy. But go to Carbone. I've never been to Rayo's. If somebody here has a table and wants to take me, I'll pay. I'll pay for the whole meal. Love to go there. But never been there. So I'm sure it's exquisite. Carbone's is the best Italian food I've had in the city. You go in there, you feel like you're in a 1950s Italian household in the basement. It's incredible. Loved it. Everything was spectacular. I never order veal parm. I always order chicken parm, and I will tell you their veal parm was freaking incredible. Incredible. You could go to Scarpetta also. Scarpetta was unbelievable for Italian. Unbelievable. If you want steak, this is going to be very controversial because I'm not saying Luger's. And I'm going to say places people have probably never heard of. Go to Uncle Jack's. 9th and 30. It's on 9th between 35th and 36th. It's incredible. It is incredible. Go to Keen's. Go to Old Homestead. I mean, those are three you don't miss. Go to Benjamin's. You will not miss with those 4 steakhouses. You won't miss. Yeah, dude, Wolfgang's. I'm with you. I went there maybe 5 months ago. You want to walk a little bit up. I mean, I think that's what, 10th and 41st or something like that. Wolfgang's is awesome also. Like, there's a lot of good steakhouses you're not going to miss. You're really not going to miss. If you want pizza, go to John's on Bleecker. I will not say anything else. Just go to John's on Bleecker. It's to die for. It's incredible. Stop talking about food because listen, I love food. What can I say? What can I say? All right, I'm gonna find. Hold on. I'm gonna send some pictures to myself, and I'm gonna show you guys what I cook. So hold on. Oh, those were some good. Oh, I should have this ready. I'm a rookie. I should have this ready. I should have all this ready. I have so many freaking. I'm so new. I don't even have freaking folders set up for all this. I'm so bad. And I'm starting to think that like everything I'm clicking on is not going to freaking send in my email. I hope it is. It says they're downloading. Oh my god! Looks like they're actually going to send. Really? All right. So hang out for like. Hold on. Let's see if the let's see if this actually goes through. Please wait until attachment finishes uploading. All right, we're gonna see. I think it went through. Hold on, guys. Hold on. It has not come through. I wonder why. I better not have sent this to somebody else. Pretty sure I sent it to myself. Trying it one more time. I am shocked that I don't have these on my computer. Oh, this is a different computer. That's why. You know, guys, sometimes I really freaking I don't even know what to say about myself sometimes. And I don't just want to show it from my phone because it's not going to do it justice. But we may have to. Because I've been talking it up. Let's cancel that. So if you got, I know it's not great, but these steaks I got from one of my favorite butchers, and these are porterhouses that they pulled the whole rack down and they cut them with the loin still attached and they twirled it up and boom, right in. Oh, freaking great. Freaking great. Let's see. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous how big those were on the grill. It's pretty ridiculous. Let's see. Fiery pink. You guys want a fiery pink picture? I'm going to give you one. Hold on. Oh, those some some nice bone and ribeyes right there. All right. So here's a start of fiery pink, and it's hard to see it because the camera's looking at the phone. I really need these to send to myself. But I cooked, or I should say, I grilled porterhouses and ribeyes and put it in sections for the strip, the fillet, and the ribeye. I mean, it's just I'm not happy with the way the camera is showing this. I'm really not. I'm really not. Hmm. Cook one lot. I should. I mean, I should definitely cook these live, but we'll see. One of these days, we'll live stream grilling. One day, Cooking with Steve, episode 1. Listen, I sent Mitt pictures of this omelet I made the other day. The omelet game is on point. Also, I will tell you that right now. I don't know how to. I mean, I don't know how to do airdrops and all this fancy stuff. But it's not. I'm not using a Mac for my main computer. I just use an iPhone for my phone. So I have no idea. Let me see if I can show the pics I sent to him. Yeah, the omelet game is on point. That's before the eggs go in. Completely on point. Got my whole thing of garlic and onions ready to go. I'm telling you, I really, when it comes to food, when it comes to food, substitute salsa for the omelet? No, you could throw a little hot sauce or salsa on it, but no, no soup. I stick to very certain things. Very certain things. Um, One day I will teach him how to cook. He probably knows how to cook. And I'm not going to show you the cutting board because look, I am not trying to win a contest on my knife cutting skills. Now, if I am going to do something live, I will actually try at the knife cutting skills, but maybe I guess I'm going to show it. So when I make an omelet, okay, obviously you start with the olive oil and simmering garlic in there. But on the cutting board, I have my red onion, my yellow and red pepper, broccoli, more garlic, and then potatoes that are sauteed in olive oil, peppers, and onions. And that all gets dropped in, and then 4 or 5 eggs on top. So, oh yeah, there was broccoli in there too. Yes, and broccoli. Yes, you are correct. My bad. And broccoli. Yeah, gotta get those nutrients. Gotta get those nutrients. Dinner with Steve, copyright is mine. LOL. That's great. I think the market analysis is gone for the night. I think we did that in the beginning. You're going to want to rewind. This became cooking and grilling with Steve, which now could become a real segment. It could become a real segment. We'll see. It could become a real segment. Nah, dude, I don't bench anymore. I don't work out anymore. Back in the day. Look, if I am truly prepping, I'm gonna make the broccoli right. But that's look, in a pinch, steamed broccoli's fine too. Yeah, broccoli with butter and garlic, yes. I mean, you don't. This is going to be a really messed up take. You don't. You don't need sides with a steak. You can just eat a steak, just a steak. But it's got to be garlic potatoes, garlic mash, mastros. Sounds so familiar. Like I want to say yes, but I don't think I have. Sounds so familiar though. And I'll tell you, I've never been to Sparks. Like, I actually want to make it a point to go to Sparks this year because I've actually never been there. Actually, I have never heard anybody talk about Sparks. I walked past it the other day, never heard anybody talk about it, ever. Yeah, I mean, I feel like potatoes just goes perfectly with steak. But at the same time, steak is steak. You don't need potatoes. But look, if you want to make yourself like for lunch, I'm telling you, steak teriyaki or peppers and onions for lunch on a hero is unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. Oh, favorite food, not be. I mean, not meat. I mean, cookies and ice cream, pizza. Could live on that. Like as much as I love steak, I don't think I could eat steak every meal of every day. I could eat pizza every meal of every day. Absolutely. Oh man. Oh, this really did turn into a freaking cooking thing. Oh my god. What is all of your favorite foods? I'm interested in what you guys have as your favorite foods. Oh no 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 no. Hold on a sec, Michelle. Hold on. You have a pizza shaped purse. That is pretty freaking cool. That's what I'm gonna say. That's pretty cool. Scallops, fried chicken, steak milk, pizza, sushi. I like it. No, 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 no. We don't do pineapple pizza. Never had. I'm not trying. I'm not getting adventurous. Pizza's pizza. I'm not. I don't do lobster really. I don't know. Not a lobster guy. Yeah, I do like my pasta. I will say I do like my pasta. Really good pasta is just something else. Um, do I crush cookies in my ice cream? No, I do not, but sometimes I do get cookie dough with the chunks in it. I do like hibachi. That I do. I am surprised that you're saying the best lasagna you've ever had was in Amsterdam. I am a little surprised at that. Maybe I shouldn't be. Maybe I shouldn't be. Why did Amazon break your heart after hours? What did it do after hours? Down $2. How is that breaking your heart? What? Tomorrow's the 22nd. Does basketball drop tomorrow? I may have to go to the shop and get some. Tomorrow or Thursday, I gotta go get it. We may break it on the Saturday night stream. We'll see. Ben & Jerry's is still a thing. I mean, look, Ben & Jerry's have got some flavors. They got some flavors. I mean, hold on. I will say that this could be my favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor right here. Oh, it is so good. I mean, seriously, this flavor is incredible. It's incredible. How can you not like vanilla ice cream with fudge-covered waffle cone pieces with a caramel swirl? How can you not like that? I mean, I will say, I have had Bluebell ice cream, and I agree it's hard to beat. Bluebell is some good freaking ice cream. I mean, best chicken parm to get. I mean, it's hard to mess up a chicken parm. There's so many good chicken parms. And believe it or not, you can get a great chicken parm from any of these pizzerias, or a lot of the pizzerias. I mean, go to John's on Bleecker, go get a pie, go get a chicken parm. And if you want to take a walk from John's and go get another slice, go to Prince or go to Joe's. Yeah, Cold Stone's good. I mean, I'm not going out of my way to go Cold Stone though. All right, so I'm going to answer Rambler's question about what's the best two-topping combination for pizza. Okay, pizza. You don't need toppings on pizza, but if you're going to put toppings on pizza, like if you have to, if you're going to get a specialty slice, I don't know. I don't do it often or not. I like pizza. I don't know. Like I want to answer it, but there's no way to answer that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I will tell you guys this. Hold on. Have you ever done a cold cheese slice before I show this? Does anybody know what a cold cheese slice is, by the way? Do they not have? Why do these pizzerias need to do better with putting a photo gallery on? Like, I don't understand why they don't do it. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why wouldn't you put pictures? I don't understand it. It drives me freaking nuts. Drives me nuts. So let me share this. There's a place in Huntington called Little Vincent's. They've been doing this for so long. It's a cold cheese slice. It looks so weird, but I will tell you, it is a lot of cheese. Sometimes you guys scrape a little bit of it off. It is so freaking good though to get piping hot pizza and dump a handful of cold cheese on it and let it just kind of melt in there. Oh my God, it is so good. I highly suggest it. Highly, highly, highly suggest it. Yeah, it's cold mozz on top. Piping hot slice, throw some cold mozz on top, let it freaking cook in there a little bit, then start eating it. Oh, it's so good. So good. Oh, it looks like we got some Long Island people here because they're saying Little V's is the best. Look at that. right on New York Ave. Look at that. I don't do NYC food carts. There's just so much good food. I can't do it. Listen, I'm gonna say I thought people were crazy when I would go there and see them do this, and then I tried it one day. I'm like, this is actually can't do it every day, but once in a while, it's interesting. I mean, dollar slice pizza is always packed. I've never actually done it though. Never actually done it. You know, I don't know. Is it best tiramisu? I don't know. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We got more LI people, Rose's Pizza in Huntington. I'm going to challenge you right now. I believe Rose's has 5 locations. There is one on Metropolitan in Queens that's incredible. Incredible. I have not been to the one in Huntington in a long time. But yes, Rose's makes some really good pizza. Really, really, really good pizza. You've been to the one on Metropolitan? Which one's better, Huntington or Metropolitan? Because I remember the one on Metropolitan being incredible. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just so many good restaurants. I gotta tell you, so much good food in New York. It's hard not to be a foodie growing up in the city. Never been to Hunt's Brothers Pizza. What I need to do is I need to go to some of those old fashioned candy shops that still do the homemade ice cream and whipped cream. I need to start going to some of those. Crispy's Pizza. No, I haven't. Sounds familiar. I have not been there. Oh, saltwater taffy. Don't start me down the saltwater taffy train. I love that stuff. Top 5 cereals. We did that. Tanner and I did that the other night. It's really hard to do that. Oh man. AA Victor, listen. Brooklyn, I'm gonna really hurt a lot of people's feelings right now. Okay. Brooklyn pizza is better than New Haven pizza. I said it. A lot of people are gonna be mad at that, but it's the truth. It is the truth. Now I haven't had New Haven pizza in 15 years, 20 years, but Brooklyn is freaking better than New Haven. I mean, there's so much good pizza in freaking Brooklyn. I mean, I there's one that I'm thinking of now. I have not been to Lucali. You're losing us all. Right now, it's pizza. Right now, it's pizza. DeFar is probably my favorite in Brooklyn. I haven't been to Lucali. Best is amazing. I like Grimaldi's a little bit, but there's one, not LMB. LMB is very good. Is it Vincent's or Vinny? It's the guy who freaking took over the shop from his dad. What's the name of it? I don't remember the name of it. It's so good. So good. If you're going to start a pizza place, let me know. I want to come. I want to come. I've always wanted to start a pizza place. I even had a name for it and a sign picked out. Never did it though. I don't want to work at a pizzeria. I want to own a pizzeria just so I can hang out there and eat pizza. Remember, no matter what happens with AI and robotics, everybody's still got to eat. Remember that. Yeah, Westchester. It's hard to find bad pizza in New York. No, I'm not thinking of Lombardi's, or am I? Hold on. Give me a sec. I found it. It's Luigi's. It is Luigi's. I don't know why I thought it was Vincent's. It's Luigi's in freaking Brooklyn. That's amazing. And I freaking went there after Portnoy reviewed it because I had never been there. And I agree wholeheartedly. That place is freaking ridiculous. I know I need to get to Crispy. I know I got to go to Cirrus. I haven't been to either of those. I got to go. But why are people obsessed with Cento canned tomatoes? They're just the best. They're just the best. I mean, I don't know. It's the San Marzano. I mean, it's what everybody uses. It's what everybody uses. If you're coming to New York, go to John's on Bleecker. I'm not sending you to Brooklyn. I'm not sending you to Arthur Ave. John's on Bleecker is the best pizza in Manhattan, bar none. Down by NYU, it's right on Bleecker Street, right near the Red Lion Bar. The best. It's the best. I mean, hold on. John's on Bleecker does a good. They do it right with their website. More pizza places should do a website like this, and shame on pizza places for not doing this. I mean, look at this. This is I challenge anybody. This is the best pizza on the island of Manhattan. Without going to Brooklyn, this is the best pizza in Manhattan, period. I should not be doing this late because now I want to order a pizza. Oh, oh. Mm. I mean, it's coal fire pizza. It's freaking great. Like, it's amazing. What can I say? It's amazing. It's freaking amazing. But yes, that's where I'm setting you. You go to New York, you come to the city, that's where you're going. And if you seriously don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. It's that good. Look, I haven't gone down there in a couple years. We didn't have a problem getting a seat, but we went there right as it opened during the week. So I wouldn't go there on a weekend, I'll tell you that much. Stop that. I don't need after. Listen, I hear you, man. I hear you. Trust me, I get it. It's hard for me to do that too because I can order a pizza right now and have it delivered in like 20 minutes from somewhere that's pretty good. So, coal fire or wood fire, I mean, Look, I haven't been to Cafe Una either. That's somewhere that's on my list of places to go. So let me show you this place. Hold on. The hell just happened? Yeah, Una Pizza. Hold on. Una Pizza, I must say. All right. So this is, and I watched a couple of videos on this guy. All right. Now, if you've watched Billions, this is not not the pizza shop that Bobby goes to in the first couple of seasons, not Bruno's shop. This is the one who he talks about doing the frozen pizza deal with and who cooks pizza privately for him. Wendy Rose, Frank Grillo plays the artist and the woman that Bobby was dating. This pizza is supposed to be absolutely incredible. They only make a certain amount of pies a night. Everything is made fresh to order, and they go in a couple of hours, like in the morning, they start making the dough. He makes every pie, and they have a whole assembly line. Everybody does a specific job. I mean, I have to go here. I will tell you how it is. I'm going to figure out when I'm going to go there. And I would wait online to sit there and eat. It looks freaking amazing. So this is one of the few places that's really good in New York, or supposed to be, that I haven't been. Yeah, I have not been. I have not been to Cirrus Pizza, and I need to go there too. So the three places I need to go to there in Lucali. I can get into Lucali. I know somebody that's friends with Mark. I haven't taken him up on it yet. I need to make my way down there. Everybody, everywhere else, unless it's somewhere I don't know of, I've been to every other top pizza place in the city, or the ones I've heard of. I'm sure there's ones that are great that I haven't been to. I have no idea what stretch pizza is, and I have not tried mellow mushroom pizza. I have no idea what that is. That's a type of pizza place. I mean, listen, you make a pizza place like this, you're going to get following. I still have it. I still have it up on the screen. I wonder how far is this from? Like, how far? Where exactly is this? Can I walk there? Oh, it's down the Bowery. Oh, I guess I could walk there. Yeah, it's right off of Houston. I guess I could theoretically walk there. I don't want to though. Yeah, crispy pizza. I gotta go there. We'll say, maybe I'll try to start making my own pizza. We'll say I've never tried. Both. I do lunch alone a lot. Eat with coworkers sometimes. Normally, we'll just, in all seriousness, most of the time, we'll just order from the same place, and somebody will just go get. We all just eat in our offices while we're doing work. Like we don't really eat together. Like we're so freaking busy. I should start a YouTube channel, Beardless Meats. I can't start a food channel because I will become 500. I will fulfill the prophecy of becoming 500 pounds. Everybody who knows me does not understand how I'm not 500 pounds. I would become 500 pounds if I started a food channel. There is no question about it. It's not even a question. Yeah, this is like the closest thing I should be allowed to do to start a food channel. Maybe a grilling stream or something, but like that's it. I can't do a food channel. If I do a food channel, we're gonna be making pies. We're gonna be doing like we're gonna do everything. That would not be good at all. And like I shouldn't even be allowed to freaking watch food channels on YouTube. I'm gonna plug somebody. If you like desserts, okay, there is a food channel called. Hold on, let me see if he's got a website. I know I can't play the videos. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. He has a website. Oh my god. All right. I'm gonna share the screen. Just give me a sec. It, why have I never gone to this website before? I don't know why I've never gone to this website. All right, we're gonna share it. Here's the big reveal. If you're into desserts, okay, I need to share it as a window. If you're into desserts, this is the channel you go watch. Preppy Kitchen sounds weird. I know. I have been enchanted by the desserts on this channel. Like I'll go to my parents' house and I'll just put this on, and people will be like, "What are you watching?" Like it is so ridiculous the stuff that this guy makes when he makes the pies. Like I'm actually annoyed. Oh, here we go. Oh, oh boy. Like when I watch him do the lattice on the top, like it's freaking crazy how awesome all this stuff looks and how beautiful it comes out of the oven. Like I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I should support this guy and buy a cookbook from him. In fact, I'm going to buy a cookbook from him just because. Just because. I watched so much of his content. I'm going to do that. What type of cookbooks does he have? He actually makes real food too, not just like, oh my God. I didn't know he makes real food too. That looks great. Oh my God. And I did not know that he's been in all these freaking things. I'm probably going to buy two of these. I'm probably going to give one away. I'm going to get an extra one and I'm going to give it away on a stream one night, is what I'm going to do to support this guy. How do I stop it? Sometimes the mouse gets lost. Oh, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Should I be worried about being a little leveraged on margin with iron? I'm not the right person to ask. Look, not a financial advisor. I can tell you that I don't use margin. So I can't help you there. Like, you know the risk with margin. God forbid something happens. This is a big risk. It's too risky for me. So I wish I could help you with that. Not a financial advisor. I can't help you with that. But all I can tell you is I do not use margin. It's not for me. But you have to know your own risk tolerance. I'm sorry. I can't give you advice on that. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, Ben, listen, margin is a very dangerous thing. And I'll give you a breakdown on Iran. Listen, Iran, what are their financials? They do 501 million in revenue. They're profitable with 87 million. And the analysts are not projecting that they're going to be profitable this year. So they're projecting some losses are going to come in. They have a lot of forward growth. I mean, I don't know what the stock price is going to do. I have no idea. If you listen to the episode that Sam and I just put out, Sam really likes Iran. He really likes Nebius, and he breaks both of them down. I haven't done the due diligence on them, but when I see a stock chart like this, and it's starting to break, it could fall further. I mean, I don't know. All I know is margin is very difficult. And this could be something that is a multi-year story. I don't know how the direction is going to be. I wish I could help you. All I can tell you is margin is not for me. That's all I can tell you. Margin is not for me. Sell your ETH for pizza. Oh my. How much do you think that person is freaking kicking themselves for buying that pizza for all those Bitcoin? Oh my God. I am considering a position in Nebius and CoreWeave. I want to see what the Q3 earnings is. I just can't, you know, I can't freaking do it till I know more about them. Oh my God, it's 11:04. Wow. You guys are great. I always enjoy hanging out with you guys. Let me see when I have meetings tomorrow. Hold on. The hell's today's the 21st, so tomorrow's the 22nd. Yeah, I have some early meetings tomorrow. I'm going to jump off. Otherwise, next thing you know, it's going to be midnight, and I am going to need a lot of coffee tomorrow. So, no, I need to get some sleep. Weekends are a different story. So, I will see everybody tomorrow. Going to go live at some point tomorrow night. So, we'll see what happens. Good night, and see everybody tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it.